Hello everybody and welcome back to another Mountain View Soap Co video. My name is Hannah and today we are going to be making the first soap in the fall collection, my Apple Gnome Soap. This was asked for by my mom and it just so happens that I had purchased a Macintosh Apple fragrance. But before we do, if you have not already heard, the Good Glitter has launched their fall colors and stunning as always, but there's more. If you head to their website, you can get 15% off, including this weekend, and you may notice a couple of different things going on. There are more blends than what she normally releases, and that is because I have collaborated with the Good Glitter to launch my own glitter blend collection for fall. I am so obsessed and so excited to share with you guys finally. I know I mentioned a little bit that I had a couple things going on, but we have 4 custom blends that I created and then a Stardust. The first is Vampy. It's obviously inspired by a vampire and will be going on my Vampire Gnome Soap coming out very soon. It's a perfect mix of bright red and black sparkles with a touch of hollow and clear for contrast, just like the dark eyes and bright red lips of a vampire. It is a stunning, stunning blend. The next one is Let's Go Witches, which you're not going to be able to see exactly what it looks like on the website because we're kind of keeping that blend slightly secret for the time being. You can still purchase it, but it's a spooky blend inspired by tall witch hats, long witchy fingers, and flowing fall cloaks. The next blend is Pumpkin Patch. I wanted to create something with a little bit of green, but it is really, really beautiful. It has oranges and auburns and some yellows. The description is crisp fall air, warm apple cider, and rows upon rows of pumpkins just waiting for you to pick the perfect one for carving. I love it, love it, love it. And then the last blend that I created was Sunflower Fields, and I really wanted to pull in a lot of the sunflower flower without doing too much of green because obviously the green is already in the pumpkin patch one, but this is beautiful auburns and yellows and oranges again, and it's just stunning. The blend harnesses a bright and cheery feeling of slow Sunday walk through a maze of golden sunflowers. And then finally, we also have a red Stardust in there, like I had mentioned. I felt like this worked really well for the gnome soap, so we will be using this glitter blend today. And it also helps to kind of like pull a collection together to have one simpler kind of like blend and not just a whole bunch of crazy colors. So you guys will have to let me know what you think below. But like I said, it is 15% off this weekend, including today. So if you go ahead and either add some of my blends to your cart or add some of the other fall blends to get ahead of the game, you can use code Mountain View Soap at checkout to save an additional 15%. You can save 15% on the fall colors and then an additional 15% with my code if you would like to use it. I also wanted to show you really quickly what I got. So I stocked up on Arctic Sparkle because I love it. Pale Orange, my glitter blends, of course, Hollow, Fall Vibes, and a couple of the pale greens and pale blues because I love to have them around all the time. I also happened to save an extra almost $30 with my discount code, so that's another reason why I wanted to show you how powerful it can be to stack those discounts. All right, let's get back into actually making today's soap so you can see how cute this turned out. It's always very scary and dangerous to use red and greens together in a soap when it's not Christmas, but I'm actually very happy with the way that this turned out. I used Mocha Brown for the brown. The red, I used Trial by Fire in one, and then Firecracker from Nurture Soap. All 3 of those colors are from Nurture Soap. And then for the greens, I mixed a blend of a lot of things together. Chromium Green Oxide, Let Us Entertain You, Jade Green, a whole bunch of different colored greens to kind of get what I wanted. But I'm really happy with the way the hanger on this turned out as well. It didn't blend them too much together. The different shades of red and green came together really well. And with that brown, I feel as if it really, really turned into this beautiful apple orchard, apple tree soap, which is what I was going for. I used Macintosh Apple for the fragrance from Midwest Fragrance, and I'm telling you guys, ever since I've made this soap, my entire apartment smells like apples, and it smells so good. I have had them sitting on my table since I cut them because I just haven't had room on my curing rack, so I'm working on that today so I can get them over there. I've got to cut 4 more loaves of soap. I am pushing out soap like crazy. If you are curious, This soap is going to be a part of the fall collection. This is the first soap in the fall collection, launching on September 3rd at 12 p.m. Eastern. I'm going back to collections finally. I know it has been a while, and if you have been waiting for body butters, they will also be back. Also, you're not going to see any of this infinity swirl. I just do it for videos because I typically end up cutting the video and then showing the piping. So what I'm doing here is adding a very, very ugly loose layer of green for the leaves. And the idea of this was, you know, it's a beautiful swirl on the bottom, and then on top we have some really cute gnomes on a bed of leaves with a little bit of beautiful red stardust to kind of signify the Macintosh apples. And then I do also have a very teeny tiny cute little soap apple that I created with my 3D printer and some extruder discs. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm trying to create a very simple base for the soap, because the top layer is what's going to matter anyway, because that's what you're going to actually see. So you're not even going to be able to tell how like ugly the base is. But my back was killing me after doing all of this piping. I sped this up 450%, and I still probably could have sped it up a little bit more. But you'll just see like how I'm just trying to put them on the soap. Like, I don't care how it looks, I'm just trying to get them on there so I have a little bit of that height, but also have the greenery so that when you look onto it, there's no like holes or anything like that. And as I cut it, I'm very happy with the way that this turned out, so I'm glad that I did it this way. I actually got the idea of doing this specific soap from a soap battle soap that I did. I think I posted it on YouTube already. It was the bird nest frosted soap, where I did leaves on like 3/4 of the loaf, and then I left one little tiny section without anything in there and made cute little bird nests. But I kind of got that idea for piping the entire top and then sprinkling some glitter and putting little gnomies in their spot. I sent my mom the list of soaps that I wanted to do. I am doing 16, I believe, signature soaps, and then 2 less fancy but also still beautiful soaps for fall, which is a lot, and you guys probably think I'm crazy, and that is okay, that is warranted. But after last year, when I sold out of my fall stuff, I've had people constantly asking me since, when are you going to bring back the fall stuff? So I'm creating a lot of bars so that I can have a decent amount of stock in terms of fall creations and fall scents for as long as it will take me. And maybe next year I have to make more. We'll figure that out as the time comes. I also happened to say, oh, I'm going to focus on this soap early, and it is now August 4th, and I am recording a voiceover for a YouTube video, and I have about 30 loaves of soap still to make and no soap dough to mold. So once I finish recording this and getting this uploaded to YouTube so you guys can see it at whatever time you're seeing it, I am going to go ahead and make some soap dough with my new soap dough recipe, because I need to make some soap dough. And then I'll be focusing on the sunflower gnomes and probably the vampire and the pumpkin gnomes, because those are super cute. I've got some really, really fun Halloween stuff coming as well. I definitely went all out on Halloween this year. So if you're a Halloween fan, you're going to like some of the stuff in this collection. So here's a close-up of that red stardust. It is absolutely stunning. I actually got this stardust blend in the Christmas set last year, and I ended up ordering a little bit more just because I thought it was beautiful and it's great to have on hand at all times. And when Brittany was asking me, Hannah, what do you want to do for your glitter blends? I'm like, well, I'm doing a lot of gnome soaps because I've honestly just had a lot of fun making them and designing them. And I think they're super cute, so let's pick 5 of them. I think I have 6 or 7 of them total. And she's like, well, I think we should do at least one, stardust blend and stuff like that. So I'm like, well, you know what? That works perfectly, because I was going to use red stardust for my apple soap. So if, apples are typically pretty popular, there's a lot of red in the fall with the leaves and orange and yellow and stuff like that. So let's do something like that. So that's kind of where the red stardust came in. And you can see those cute little apples right there. I actually created a custom extruder disc, actually 3 custom extruder discs, with my new 3D printer, and that has helped me out a ton with a lot of these designs. Now let's go ahead and cut this bar so you can see what it looks like on the inside, because I swear it looks as good as it smells, and that is a +1.5 for me. I also did a lot better of a job of showing you guys more cuts during this cut video, so I'm really excited about that. But here's what it looks like on the inside. You know, depending on what season you're in and what you're looking at from the side, it could potentially be a little bit Christmassy, but I still really think that it screams, you know, apple season, apples and stuff like that. So I'm happy with the way it turned out. And honestly, the best part is, even if it did get a little bit muddy or muddled, red and green just make brown, which was a part of the base, so it ended up working out. There wasn't too much that I could screw up for this soap, so it ended up working out very, very well. And the fragrance from Midwest Fragrance performed beautifully, so if you haven't already ordered from them, definitely go check them out. I highly recommend their Macintosh apple fragrance. I also get a lot of other ones from them. Blueberry pecan waffles is really great for fall. Some of the scents that I got for summer that performed really well for me were raspberry sangria, sweet strawberry, coconut milk, and mango. All of those are really, really beautiful. So definitely a good place to start if you are looking for some beautiful fragrances. Anyway, this is going to be the end of the video. I do have another whole loaf to cut, so if you want to stay and watch and see all the beautiful swirls, I'm just going to talk at you and tell you a little bit about what's coming up. I am going to be posting a video on Sunday on my pumpkin patch soap that I made last year. I remade it this year. Literally looks almost identical, minus a couple of different color changes in terms of like the frosting. I added a little bit too much titanium dioxide, but we're not going to talk about it. And I'm actually going to cut that soap after I finish making soap dough and doing all of that stuff today. And then I will be posting mainly fall stuff until the fall release. And then after the fall release, I'll be posting Halloween stuff. And then we'll be getting into the holidays and Christmas and craziness. And oh my gosh, I don't even know if I want to think about it. I'm already stressing out thinking about it. Anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you don't already or haven't already, check out the Good Glitter. Check out the blends that I created with Brittany. They are honestly beautiful. I fell in love with, you know, creating glitter. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye.